Tuesdays around here, we get to have a fabulous chat. NunSense, and to bring a little NunSense to us this morning, Sister Christina Marie Neuman from the St. Francis Retreat Center in Hankinson, North Dakota. Sister, how are you today?
I'm doing all right. How about yourself?
Terrific. And it's just a wonderful, this month of October, the weather is turning a little bit, and we get to pray a little more, don't we, this month?
It's a good idea, yep. Especially today, with being the Feast of Our Lady of the Rosary. It's a really special day to pray a little bit extra.
Well, tell us about the Rosary itself, what kind of spiritual role it plays in your own life, and why all of us should be incorporating it into our spiritual lives as well.
Yeah, I've been praying the Rosary daily for quite a few years, but what I didn't always know is the history of the feast, which I think is really interesting. And it dates back to 1571 when the Ottoman troops, or naval, I guess it was the ships, they had a big battle at Lepanto against the Christians, and it was a turning point in the history of Europe, and who knows if we would even be here today if things had gone differently. And the Pope encouraged everyone to pray the Rosary, and suddenly the tide turned, and the Christians won the day, thanks to the intercession of Our Lady. So that was back in 1571, and that's really how the feast came to be as it is now. So it's a good reminder of Our Lady's role in our own victory in our own lives. So it's great to turn to her. So that's just fun facts about the history of the Rosary, of Our Lady of the Rosary.
Yeah, it really illustrates, too, the power of Mary and the power of the Rosary, and how we should never be afraid to seek her intercession, to pray to her, to accept her as our own mother each and every day.
Right. And what's interesting, too, is the feast was actually in honor of Our Lady of Victory, was the original title of the feast. And it's kind of special to me because on my college campus, our chapel was Our Lady of Victory. So there's kind of a little connection there. Yeah. But eventually it got named Our Lady of the Rosary, which is neat, too. Mm-hmm. And this morning, I just thought on a more spiritual note, too, I would share a little practice which I find helpful for meditating on the mysteries, because sometimes it's so easy to get distracted and not focus in on the mystery at hand. And it's quite common, I believe, in Europe, but in our country, it's not done very much. And what that is in the middle of the Hail Mary, after the name of Jesus, you say a little phrase that pertains to the mystery. So for the Annunciation, you could say, Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus, whose coming was announced by Gabriel, and then go on to the second half. Wow. So it's a great way of keep bringing your mind back to the mystery at hand, instead of just being like, what's even the mystery I'm thinking about? I don't remember. But if each time you put in there a little phrase that connects the name of Jesus to whatever the mystery is, it can help keep one's mind praying with those.
Now, when you do that, Sister, are you doing that with all 10 of the Hail Marys? Are you injecting that same phrase?
Yep. Yeah. And so it takes a little bit longer, but it keeps you more focused on the mystery.
That is a great idea. That is so helpful.
I think Pope John Paul II actually mentioned that in his letter on the Rosary back 20-some years ago, when he talked about, another thing he said in that letter too, which I think is beautiful, is he talks about the Rosary as contemplating the face of Christ with Mary. So it's drawing close to Jesus with Mary. So
when it's interesting right now, we have our Holy Father, Pope Leo XIV, has asked all of us the same thing that happened at the Battle of Lepanto. The Pope asked that everyone pray for peace. A miracle occurred. Well, Pope Leo XIV is asking all of us to pray a daily rosary this month for peace in our world. And we think, oh, well, that's a nice gesture. The Pope is thinking, no, it could truly bring about peace. We believe in miracles.
It happened before. The Pope asked people to pray, and they did, and it brought a great victory. So, yeah.
Yeah, and so a strong encouragement not only to pray the rosary, but the more attentive we are to that. Obviously, grace is associated with praying the rosary, but we ourselves get the most out of it, have the greatest effect from it if we're attentive to it. And I love this idea of inserting that little phrase in between the Hail Mary to keep us focused on the particular mystery.
And I think
it can make it more meaningful to us, too, instead of just rambling off the prayers and not really thinking about the mysteries or the prayers. it can help us to enter into those mysteries.
Absolutely.
So that's always good.
And I think it's pretty cool on this very day today, as we celebrate this and pray a rosary with this very special intention, that we probably dragged you out of your Our Lady of Victory Chapel to participate in this NunSense with us today. Sister Christina Marie Neuman, thank you so much. It's really been edifying.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sister.